Hello everyone! Welcome to the third and final part of the Suburban family home. I'm actually surprised I got this done in 3 parts, and I'm proud of myself for being very good about uploading all of these videos pretty much on a weekly basis, which I'm really proud of myself because sometimes it just is not the case. But I've been doing really good about that, and I'm hoping that I continue to do so. And I've been making the parts a little bit longer, but that means I have less parts, which I like because my brain kind of tends to forget it, or it's just when you have to do so many, my brain just can't deal with it. It's like it's always in the back of my mind, but then I never want to do it. So if I have less parts, I'm like more motivated, and it also gives me more time to work on my other builds, but still getting uploads in on a timely manner. So I like that, but it also is annoying because right now I wanted to build in Bloxburg, but I was like, oh, I have to upload this, or I have to go edit this, because if I don't, it's not going to be uploaded this weekend because it takes a long time to upload from my computer and all that stuff. So I was like, I just have to sit down and do it, and hopefully it doesn't take too long, which it never does. It's always the voiceover that takes the longest part because I have to like cut out stuff, redo stuff, all that jazz. But yeah, so today is Friday, and Bloxburg currently updated today, and I'm happy. I'm really happy about that. Honestly, I was not expecting it to be today. I was expecting it more like tomorrow or something, because I don't know, I wasn't paying attention, I guess, enough to figure that out. But Bloxburg did indeed update, and it's their classic Valentine's Day update. They got rid of all of the winter stuff. There's no more snow or any of that, and then they added like new pillows, like heart-shaped pillows, new like a lot of the Valentine's Day food, like a lot of different holiday or Valentine's Day decorations and stuff. And then they also had like a smaller update in other parts. They added recliners and like different couches styles a little bit, not, like only 2 I guess. But personally, I don't love the recliner. It's cool. I like the little animation to it, but I'm just not a recliner person. I think they're so ugly. Like, I don't know, they always look so similar, especially like there's actually like good recliners that you can get now, but most of them just still, I don't know, they just don't look as good. So I guess I probably won't be using the recliner very much because I don't really like it, but the animation is so cute, so it's kind of hard. But unless it's a movie theater room, like a basement, and like you put a movie theater or like a cinema room, then it's okay. But that's the only time I'll be catching me using that, because I just don't like how they look, personally. But yeah. But they also, okay, my favorite part though, I think, and it's such a small little thing, but they added magazines, and I haven't actually, I'm assuming you can change the decal on them, but I actually am not sure. I had them, I put them on my plot, and I just forgot to like check if you could change the decal. But I'm assuming you can, because it just makes sense. Like, you can add customized coffee table books, which I've been wanting for so long. Like, oh my gosh, I started doing a hack about that, but now they added that, and I love that. It's such a small thing, but yeah. And they added bookends, which is very small too, but that's like all they really added, which I'm kind of disappointed about, because they kind of skipped January as an update. And I kind of was like wanting to have more and like expected a little bit more, because I don't know, it's like I thought maybe they were waiting because they're gonna have a big update they wanted to release, but they didn't do that, which is fine. Any update to me is a good update. I don't care how small or how big it is. I just think any update is good. It keeps the community alive, even if it's a little one. It just keeps that little spark going. But we always have a little bit of months like this where it's kind of slow, and then they always do like bigger updates throughout the year, so we can only hope for that. But yeah, that was definitely kind of fun to wake up to this morning. I went on TikTok and I saw everybody talking about this Valentine's update, and I was like, wait, what? So then I went and checked it out, and yeah, it was definitely pretty small, but I mean, how much Valentine's Day stuff can you really add? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I never try to diss the updates, just because like I know they work hard. Even if it doesn't look like it's a big thing, I know that they work really hard to get these updates out every month and stuff. And yeah, I guess everybody has different expectations because they also got bought by a new company, so I was like, oh, maybe they're gonna get, like, because they have this new company and they're trying to like upscale it, that they might update more. But I mean, who knows, maybe they're still getting settled in, or you know, who knows what's going on back there. They might not even be like doing it. But yeah, so that was really fun to wake up to. But other news, it was my birthday this week, so that was fun. I think I mentioned it on my last voiceover, and we're doing more like birthday things, I guess, this weekend after I'm done filming this. So that'll be really fun. And for my birthday, I got an iPad, which I've wanted for a little while now, and I'm obsessed with that. Like, honestly, I always had a laptop. I was always like, ever since like, I don't know, for a long time, I've always had a laptop, and getting a Mac, or I mean, an iPad, like, oh my gosh, it's life-changing, to be honest, because I haven't had an iPad since I was like 8 years old or something. And I forgot how much I love like having that, be able to have the touchpad, and it's like the screen is as big as my laptop size, pretty much. Yeah, I think it is. So it's really big, and I'm trying to do like renderings for interior design on Procreate and stuff, which you need an iPad for. And honestly, it makes life so much easier because, I don't know, something about digital makes me just so happy. Like, it's so much easier. Like, honestly, I try to hand draw stuff, and like it's hard to get the textures right and stuff, but with digital you can kind of like use pictures and I add them, and it's just so much easier, if I'm being honest. And I kind of wish I was the person that loved to keep like, I do love my handwritten journals, but there's just something about like digital stuff because you can access it from like anywhere, which is kind of scary but also nice at the same time, because you can like make copies of things and it just saves you a lot of time. And I'm still learning like a lot of the programs on like Procreate. Like, I'm still like don't really know that much, but I've been playing around with it and it's so much fun. Like, oh my gosh, I love it. I love like the handwriting, and like I want to do like digital planning with a planner, and it is so fun. Like, I just love the little pencil on the iPad. Oh my gosh, it's just like so satisfying and it's so fun. But like, so I'm definitely like an iPad girly now, I guess, and I can't wait to play around with it a little bit more. I was wanting to film this video earlier because I wanted to get this like just out of the way, but I got my iPad and I was like having too much fun with it, and I was like, and I didn't really want to film this video, but I was like, I have to like just get it done. And so here I am. I like really just wanted to go on my iPad the whole day today, and like mess around with it because it's still really new to me. I got it like a few days ago, and I was like wanting to like practice things and do stuff, but I'm like, no, I have to get this video done, and it doesn't take that long to edit. I just I don't know, been having fun with it. So yeah, I love that so much. And I'm so sorry if you can hear my cat. She's kind of crazy right now. Like, she's not meowing, but she's kind of like running around my room, and like she's playing with her toys and running around. So I'm sorry if you can hear that. I'm not really sure if you can or not until I like stop this recording. But yeah, and I'm really happy with her right now. Like, it's just like that, because I got a cat a few months ago. I think I mentioned this in my other voiceover. Her name is 𝙄𝐿, and she is so cute. But we have a dog who has never had a cat before. We are first-time cat owners, and he's like a little hyper. He's a herding dog mix, so definitely more on the hyper side of things. So we were like really nervous about getting her because we weren't sure like if it was gonna work out, because he is kind of a hyper dog. And it did end up working out, I guess, eventually. It was just like so stressful because I basically got gifted this cat for free because my friend found it in her basement. She said, do you want a cat? And I was like, I've always wanted a cat. And I was like, sure. So the cat distribution system strikes again. So that's how we got her. And we were kind of spontaneous. And so we were like, I don't know if like our dog's gonna be able to handle that. And it took a lot of training, and like she had to be locked away, separated from him for a long time because we didn't know what he was gonna do. And obviously we had to monitor all their interactions, and it was a lot of training, and it was honestly really annoying mentally. Like it's just so mentally draining having to deal with that. Like I had to lock her in my room, and so like every time I wanted to leave the room, I had to make sure she didn't run out. It's just a hassle. And like her litter box is in my room because like there's nowhere else for her to go right now. And so like that's unfortunate, and like no one wants that in their room, but that's just where it is. But we had like a life-changing moment because after all this struggle the last few months of them kind of like they've been slowly introducing each other, and I was like, oh my gosh, are we ever gonna get there? Like they were just, I don't know, I felt like we made no progress, but they actually started getting really like goodly. They started getting along very well. And he would like, we let him off leash, and they were like actually really good together. They still get a little squirrely around each other. She's very comfortable around him. But they definitely want to play with each other, and I don't know if I want to allow that because he is so much bigger than her, and you don't want to risk anything like that. So it's definitely still a risk that I still monitor them anytime that I let her out of my room. But yeah, she actually had to go in timeout in my room just now because she's been attacking him. Like she'll just run and just swat his face, but like sometimes it's like whatever, but like she'll just kind of like bite his tail, and like, and it's like, okay, no, you have to understand boundaries too. Like she's kind of crazy. So I had to actually give her timeout, which normally I feel like it's him. He normally is a little more squirrely, but she was being a little rambunctious, so I had to keep her in my room, which is why she's kind of antsy right now because I think she wants to leave, but she is just crazy. She's like four months old now, and I got her when she was like 8 weeks old. So she's been a little baby for a while, and she's like, it's so fun to watch them grow. Like she's almost not full size, but she's getting there. She looks a lot like a cat now than when we first got her. She was definitely like a little pudge ball. But yeah, if you want to see her, I normally post stuff more like that stuff on my story on TikTok or Instagram. I know I posted my dogs on there once, so yeah, definitely just keep in touch with my stories because I do post my pets. I love them so much. Like they are what keeps me going, basically. And also, the show came out yesterday, part 1, and I was like really looking forward to this show for a while because I love like the other seasons were just so good, and it's such a like adrenaline like thriller show that it's like you want to know what's gonna happen. And I watched that yesterday, and that was season 4 was definitely quite interesting. Like I don't know, I love the vibes, kind of like I just love the little like British elite like people. Like it's like really interesting, and like I just love how the cinematography, it's like something about it. Like if you have good cinematography, I will watch it. I just love that. It's like so fun to watch. So I definitely loved like that overall like aesthetic, I guess, of the show. But I feel like it wasn't the same as like past seasons. It was definitely calmed down. Although I do like the idea that it like reversed. So it's like instead of him stalking people, he gets stalked basically. But I feel like they could have added more to it. But it's definitely like fun to switch things up because I mean, how long can they let Joe keep stalking people? It's like not the same plot, but like how long can he get away with stalking people? So I guess it's definitely a different twist on the show. And for some reason I thought that the season 4 was the final like season of the whole show, but I guess I'm wrong. Like there's a possibility of having season 5, but I guess we don't know until part 2 comes out, which is in a month. I don't really want to wait that long, but at the same time, I wasn't really intrigued enough to be like, oh my gosh, like I need the second part now. So I'm hoping the second part is a little more like crazy or interesting. Like, it was definitely interesting, don't get me wrong, but I just thought since they had 2 parts, we were gonna be left on like a big cliffhanger, like chaoticness, all this stuff, but it wasn't really like that. It was a little more underwhelming to me, and it's not necessarily bad, but I was expecting a little more chaos. But maybe the second part is like that, which is why they split them. I don't really know. Definitely not how it was for Stranger Things when it came out, because they left you at a cliffhanger and you really wanted to know everything that happened, I guess. And like, I was literally counting on the days when part 2 came out last, what was it, like July or June, I don't know. I was counting down the days, but now it's a little like I don't care as much, I guess. Like, obviously I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, I have to go watch part 2 like immediately. But yeah. Okay, this is completely random, but I've been seeing a lot of this is my For You page, which is Hogwarts Legacy, which just came out, I think today, honestly. Like, I saw someone doing a countdown about it, and I think it came out last night, I'm pretty sure, or something around there. And I don't have an Xbox or any of that kind of stuff. My brother does, but I don't think he's gonna share it with me, if I'm being honest, which is fine, because it's his, like, he spent money on it, so like that's fine. But I really want it, but I also like don't want to get addicted to another thing, but I really do want it. It looks so good and like cool, and I love like I think just like being so immersed in that would be so cool. Like, someone was doing a tour of all of the common rooms, and I was like, oh my god, they're so gorgeous. Like, they are so pretty, and I really want to like go experience that. And so I'm really trying not to get it. And like, I mean, that's a lot. I don't have a monitor anymore because I use my Mac computer, but oh my god, I really want it. Like, oh, it'll be so fun. Let me know in the comments below what house you're in, out of curiosity, because I don't know, I feel like I could fit into like a lot of different houses, but I also think I'm like a Slytherin. I just really like, I don't know, there's always something about it that's intriguing, but also I am very ambitious and like motivated, and I'm not like evil, I'm not like mean, but I definitely have that nature of like competition, being ambitious, like all that kind of stuff. And I feel like I'm a Slytherin because I don't know what else I could be. I think I took a lot of tests and I was like a Slytherin, but I also have gotten Hufflepuff a few times, which I feel like are kind of the opposites, because Hufflepuffs are like always known to be like super nice and like all of this stuff, but Slytherins are like the opposite of that. So I don't really know, it seems kind of weird, but I don't know, I feel like I'm one of those two. Definitely not Ravenclaw or Gryffindor. Like, I am definitely not Gryffindor, I feel like, but it's either like between Hufflepuff or Slytherin, but I think I'm more of a Slytherin. I don't know. I also just love the common rooms of the Slytherin vibes. I know a lot of people are making fun of it on the game, and they're saying like, oh, it's just like a wet dungeon, which it's true, because it is under the lake and it is a dungeon, but technically, but I still love it. Like, it's so cool. You have to admit, like, looking over that or under the lake, oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. And one thing about me is I love the water. I'm definitely a water person. I like need to be around water in some type of way. So I am like so happy. I like love the Slytherin common rooms. I love them. But honestly, all of them are so cool. But if I had to say, I think my least favorite would be the Gryffindor common rooms. I don't know, like they're definitely cozy, but there's nothing like super special about them. Like the Hufflepuff one, I love like the plants. It just like, it gives me like Hobbit vibes kind of. It's just like, oh, it's so earthy and cute, and I love that. And then Ravenclaw, it's like, oh, that is so pretty too. I think like any of them I'd be so happy to live in, but maybe not Gryffindor. I would love to live in Gryffindor, but like not my top choice for sure. But yeah, and then I know people were talking about how they want to be Slytherin in the new game because you can go to Azkaban or something, or like you have access there, which that is so fun. And so I really like I'm definitely getting influenced to get the game, but who knows? I also like don't like getting addicted to games because it's just like I already feel like I have so many things going on in my life, and that would just distract me. So I don't know, but I don't know. It's also like just such a fun hobby to do, and I feel like I just get addicted to it for a few weeks or something, and then I never played again. Like, if I'm being honest, that's something I would do. I always hyperfixate on something, and I literally I won't stop doing something for who knows how long, and it will be a very long time, and I just won't play it again. I'll play it for 2 weeks continuously, and then I just won't do it at all anymore. So I guess that's just me, but I don't know. I really want it. So bad. I want to play it. I just keep seeing people on my For You page playing it, and I want to. But it's also like kind of expensive, and if you have to buy an Xbox, which I would probably have to, that's very expensive. So not probably gonna do that, at least for now. Maybe in the summer when I think it's when the Nintendo version comes out of it, because Nintendo is cheaper. And I don't have to like have a whole monitor set up for it, which I could connect it to my TV, but then I have to go downstairs, and I don't know. I like to be in my room more. It's like my space, but the TV is more like, then you have like my brother who wants to watch TV, or I don't know. It's just a little more fun to have your own room and space. But definitely in the back of my mind, if you do have the game, let me know how you love it, or how much you like it, or if you would get it, because it just came out, I think, last night, so I'm not sure how many people actually have played it yet, but I want to know your opinions, and because the people who have played it that I've seen on TikTok have loved it, so I want to know if you have played it and if it's worth it, because I don't know if I'm like stupid, but I remember this game being developed for the longest time ever. Like, I don't know, I always remember like seeing ads for it. Maybe it was a different game, like a different Hogwarts game, but I always remember seeing ads for it everywhere, and they're like, oh, it's coming, blah, 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 and then it wouldn't come out. Maybe it's like a different game. I don't, like I said, I don't know, but I could be very stupid for that, but I just swear this game has been in production for so long, and like, it just finally came out, which is mind-blowing to me. Like, I can't actually believe that it's out, if it's true, and indeed that the game they've been advertising for a long time. I'm amazed by that, if I'm like, honestly. With that being said, I'm probably gonna end the voiceover here. I don't know, my voiceovers I feel like are very random, and I don't like that. I would like to have them more like streamlined, more smooth, but that just somehow they always end up kind of whack. So I apologize for that. But I'm gonna end the voiceover here, and I'm gonna go finish editing this video and then upload this, which will take a long time. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for listening to this voiceover or following the speed build, whatever you're doing. I appreciate the support, and I will see you guys in the next build, not next part, next build. I will see you guys later. Bye.